especially maybe as Parliament, is we have to look at the different agreements that we've had with the East African, the EALA, and we must go a bit deeper to understand what did they agree in terms of their security, how they manage this security thing. And then from there, you are able to have, I would say, facts and clearly what you need to question a country when you get into such a situation. You know, what is a bit sad is that Kenya has always been the heaven of where if you have an issue in your country, you can come for asylum in Kenya. And many people have gotten that asylum in Kenya. But then, I would say not for now. It's only that this came out because now these were activists. But I know, even during the last regime, we had very many challenges. It's only that we never used to put them on the papers, which is sad for those Kenyans that have gone through the same challenges, and we have never discussed them. And they have gone until some even were even jailed. They stayed in the jails of Tanzania for a while. But then some of them also is within the context of when you're doing business together. It brings there's a lot of heat, but it's very underlying heat that does not come out very loudly. And for me, I don't want to talk much because, trust me, Kenyans, it depends on how Tanzania looked at the situation, what happened when our Kenyans were there, isn't it? And it was wrong, one, if we agree on a treaty. But you see, it is wrong for Kenyans. For us, it is wrong what Tanzanians did to us, isn't it? Because our constitution allows us to agree with the international laws and treaties, and we adopt them. But you see, their constitution is different. So when they are doing it on their land, you see, you might fight it, yes. You might question, and that's why I said we must look at the agreement of what we have in EALA, because that's the only one we can use now to question Tanzania. But when we go to their laws, their personal laws of their constitution, they will tell you, you cannot come on our land and do 1, 2, 3. We have a right to do this. That's one. But number two, so this diplomacy that we have, is there a way we can agree as countries that if you find a Tanzanian or a Kenyan has done wrong, is it fair, instead of torturing and all that, to hand over to their government and say, we have decided you will never come to Tanzania, fine, but the government of the day to handle you on these matters. And they can follow up. They can follow up as a country and say, we handed over a person we felt had done wrong based on our constitution in Tanzania. Have you followed through? Do you need us?
That's the question. And that's where the Ministry of Foreign Affairs comes in. We have an embassy in Tanzania.
Yes,
and we do have an embassy in Kenya for
exactly,
Tanzania.
But that's why I'm telling you.
Do you think that probably now, do you find it curious that this discussion is not happening at the ministry level, that the CS for Foreign Affairs is yet to comment on this particular issue about the latest?
I am thinking in terms of diplomacy, and we need, first of all, I would wish you have a one-on-one with the minister, because I doubt whether they have just kept quiet. What I know is it's a policy issue. It is also a diplomacy issue. How do you handle this diplomacy? Definitely we cannot handle it here in Dimoli,